Hey, good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yep. May
Good
I
morning.
request you guys to switch on the camera? Is it possible? We'll wait a few minutes for everyone to join and then we will start the session. What about others?
Uh,
Can I request others to switch on the camera as well?
Rohit, one request. Good morning. Huh? Good morning,
Yes,
everyone.
good morning.
So, one request is like at the end of the class, give some assignment to the students, okay? Because they
Yep.
will be busy on the weekend then. Because we are going to
Uh,
have the class on next Saturday then. That's why.
yeah, correct. Yep. So I have kept something even yesterday I've tried to give them some assignment. So I will share it today because anyway they haven't got the time to complete the assignment. So I'll give them like the entire weekend, like the entire week time to complete it. So today I will give it.
Sure. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. Shall we start or we should wait?
I think we're good to start.
Oh, okay. Okay. What about others? Not comfortable switching on your camera? Neeraj? No? Camera shy persons? Okay, fair enough. So before we start, I think I have received some feedbacks about yesterday's class, which I will try to address now. So first of all, I think I got a question like, what is the difference between Remnux and Kali Linux? So basically, these are the two operating systems. It's like distros only, right? So how you use like Windows 10, how you use maybe you have used Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 2008. Similar to that, you have like Linux operating systems like Ubuntu, Remnux, Kali Linux. So Remnux is typically built for doing malware analysis. Kali Linux is built typically to do penetration testing. So you have classes like towards the end of this, I think last two classes will be about malware analysis itself. So definitely you will be introduced about that operating system. Okay. So this was the thing. Another thing was, I think yesterday someone got confused about the uh, Zik command that I was trying to use. So it's very easy to do Linux commands. Why? Because I will just try to give you a brief idea again. Because there is a help option available for each and everything in Linux. Okay, so that is what I am trying to show you now, so that you guys remember it and it would be easy for you to catch up for related to that. And regarding the pace of it, I know the course itself is fast track with the duration of hours getting covered and the contents. So I will try to be slow today little bit. So please let me know if I'm again going fast. So you can interrupt me and tell me that hey Rohit, you are going fast, and I will definitely try to go slow after that. Okay. So I'm just booting up my Remnux machine. Let me just again share my screen. Just grab the keyboard. So it's very easy. It doesn't apply for just not like Zik, but it applies for each and everything. Okay. So here it is. So if I try to go to the op directory here, I have it ls and I should have the Zik. So if you see there is a binary. So here is the tool that I was using it yesterday with a Zik. It should be somewhere. Yeah. So this is the tool which I was trying to use yesterday. So if you do anything in Linux, okay, if you know the binary, if you just press Zik dash H, uh, oh, it is not working. Wait, why? It should give you. Zik is not getting found. Why? Does this works? Okay, maybe I don't know why it is not coming when I am trying to move into that directory, but rather if I point it towards directly towards this, basically it is the same directory which you guys are seeing over here, opt zig pin zig. But so basically this is nothing but the path of the file, right? So in Windows, how you do it, like cd like and then program files downloads the path of it, right? And with any commands, if you try to use this dash h command, that is nothing but the help command, it is going to give you the manual of the command, that how it is can be, how the command can be used in Linux. Okay, it is not about Linux, it is about any Linux you use it. Okay, it just gives you the manual. So the yesterday I used the parameter. So if you see, you read it properly, you will get it. I use the parameter dash R to read the file. It should be somewhere. I'm just trying to find it out. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So this was the parameter, but there are again like different parameters that you can use and try. Uh, it is just like, so I have used the dash h parameter for command line help. Similarly, if you want to give some prefix, lot of things can be done, but like you should know the parameter what you are trying to use. Okay. This is the only thing which I was trying to say as of now. It is available for each and every tool. It is not just for this tool. It is available for each and every tool. Just to give you an example, if I try to do probably volatility, does it works? Let me just see. So I will just, does it works? Yeah. If you see over here, this is another tool. Okay. Don't worry about the tool name. Probably this is like a volatility tool which is used in for memory analysis. But if you see again, I have done the same thing. I have just given the tool name and dash h, and it has given you the manual of it. How it is can be used. If you read these parameters, you will try to understand what it can do with the tool. Okay. So this was any questions on this part? Anyone?
Hello, sir.
Is it clear? Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, I have a doubt. If I pipe in the output of uh, TCP dump to zip
Hmm.
command, then would it work, or would it work for creating an XML file for analysis of my network?
Uh, I didn't kind of come back again. Like, what you want to pipe with Zik? That you tell me.
Means TCP dump command.
TCP dump command. I haven't tried it, but Zik actually tries to take the input as like the for the pcap files.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Means I need to save it in a file and then give it to yeah, Zik,
Zik.
right?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Any other questions, anyone? Okay. So Zik, nothing but again helping you with like all the criticalities that we were facing with the Wireshark. Zik just make our lives little bit easy. That's why we are using Zik instead of Wireshark. So okay, I think it is fine. So today we will start with okay, before we start that, I will actually share this all the documents with you guys today. Few important things as I think Priyanshu mentioned about the assignment part. So here I will keep the assignments. Uh, then you can press the submit yes or no. Along with that, you need to give the link of it. So I will share one OneDrive folder with you, everyone. When you have the link, just paste the link over here with your name, email ID, and the link so that it just makes my job easy to like refer. Okay. So I will share this everything, put it into the OneDrive, and I will share it by today itself. So. Yep, and you will be able to see the course content and everything from here. So day 4 what we are going to cover, day 2, day 3, and the labs as well what I am trying to teach. Okay, so today's labs would be something about, we will try to understand the Wazoo as a setup installation, what is Wazoo and everything. We'll try to do some brute force analysis, and at the end of the day we will try to give you some the like assignments. Okay, for some reason there the browser history is not coming up. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let us try to start the session now. Now, before today, we are going to actually read about SIEM. Okay, anyone knows what is a SIEM? Anyone knows what is a SIEM? If you
Yes,
don't
sir.
know, you can, yeah, go ahead and tell what is SIEM.
Means I know just the full form, security
Yeah,
information and event management.
security information. Yeah. Do you know by any chance what it does?
No, sir. Actually, I just know the full form. Actually,
Okay, fair enough. So before we start, I think I have forgotten my pen. Just give me 1 second. I was actually trying to find my digital pen. It was just under my keyboard and I got like where it is. Okay. I think I am already sharing my screen. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So before we start about understanding the SIEM, it is very important to understand what all things are there in a network architecture, or whenever we say it is as a network or something. Okay, some feedback I received about my handwriting. I am definitely trying to improve it, but can't help. I am not actually good at writing in the digital board actually. Okay. So first of all, we need to understand the network architecture of it. Okay. So whenever we talk about the network architecture, think of it as the your like your entire college architecture. Okay, so we will not talk about the college architecture. Rather, we will try to talk about a company architecture, like what all the different things are there actually. Okay, so let's try to understand that this is the perimeter, maybe just like for a reference. Then you have like your endpoints. Okay, so these are like the endpoints. Now, what are endpoints? These are nothing but the employee's laptop, you can say. Okay, so I will keep it as endpoints. Okay, then you have some servers as in like you have your file server, your exchange server, all these servers. Okay, uh, you have the servers. So what like, do you think there is a difference between endpoint and a server, or both are kind of the same?
Both are definitely not the same.
Both are definitely not the same. Any reason for that?
So
Yeah, go ahead. I will meanwhile I will try to switch off my remnants. Yeah. Okay, just to give you a brief idea, server is meant to be accessed by lot of people. On the meanwhile, endpoints, your laptop, only you are accessing it. Okay. That's the best thing. So servers, few type of servers. I don't know whether you have heard of it not, but there are few servers that are there. That is like you can call it as a file server. Then you have the exchange server. Then you have the domain controller. Lot of your like print server. So just to give you a brief idea, file server, I think yesterday when we were I were discussing, I don't know whether we have discussed or not, but if we try to use the FTP and all those things like a file server where all the company files are present, Exchange server normally deals with the exchange of the emails. Okay, so whenever any outbound emails or inbound emails are coming up, it is normally done by the exchange servers in the company. Domain control, think of this as the admin, right? The highest privilege in your network. They tries to give you the access and everything. Okay, print server, again, as the name suggests, I know you all know what is the meaning of print. So this is typically what a server. Endpoints means like your laptop, right? So here you have your laptop or computer. Then this is what like the endpoint servers. Then what you have other things, you have like an um, EDR, which is trying to be installed in each of these systems. Okay, so the EDR is actually there over here, everywhere. Okay, then you have the. So I'm just writing down the components over there. So you have the firewall. Then you have the probably the IDS. You have probably the IPS, right? Probably you also have something called as an antivirus. Um, so all these components are there, right, in a network. Making sense, guys? I lost it. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
now try to understand that this is the SIEM. Now what it does, it actually, so see, your laptop will be generating some kind of a logs, right? The firewall will be generating some kind of a logs. The EDR will be generating some kind of a logs. All these logs are actually thrown into the SIEM. Okay. So SIEM, you can say like it takes up all the logs from each and everywhere. Okay. Like this is the really kind of thing. Okay. Now, what is the key thing over here? Let's say tomorrow you're working on an incident. You will not be going to the laptop to collect the logs. You will go to the SIEM, try to fetch the logs with the queries. I will show you up a few SIEM today. We have an exam, we have exercise running. But this is the gist idea of it. Any questions on that part? No questions? Okay, perfect. So here I will try to give you the brief definition. So it aggregates and analyze the data from various sources. So here I have already told you, like from each and everything, it is trying to collect the logs. So basically, see, one more thing the SIEM does. SIEM actually like whenever there is a log output generated, okay, uh, there are a lot of different kind of logs gets generated. Like your browser history will be kind of different, your event system events will be kind of different, so there are different kind of logs. In Windows there is like a logging which is actually there by default. I don't know how many of you know it, but this is called as event viewer. How many of you know it? This is nothing but again your logs. Anyone knows it by any chance?
No,
Yes,
sir.
no? What is that? No? Come on guys, be interactive. I told you, right? Hate someone if someone don't try to chat here. Please unmute and speak. I really don't like if you're chatting. Unmute, guys. Let's make this session interactive. Otherwise, we will not make a lot of sense. Can I request that for interaction? If it is just one-sided communication, I don't get the vibe to speak much about it. Probably I will skip the topics then. What do you guys want?
Sir, don't skip.
What? Come on, guys. Be interactive. Let's make this Sunday. You had your breakfast, right? Everyone?
Fortunately, no, sir.
Sahil, Thomas, there is some background noise from your side. I don't know what you're trying to speak. I'm not getting it properly. But yeah, Shantanu, Vinay, Samarth, please try to speak, guys. So this is like a event where which actually collects your Windows based logs. Okay, so here you can see probably the security logs are there, the setup logs are there, the system logs are there. Okay, a lot of things are there actually. They forward event. Basically, I'm not forwarding anything, so nothing. Security logs probably you can find it out like your you can have the event IDs and everything. Don't worry much about this part. This I will cover a little bit slowly, and you will be able to understand. You have 464 login events and everything. So this is what in Windows how the logs is collected. So SIEM again takes away the logs from your endpoint. That means even from the this event viewer and collects it directly to the SIEM. Okay, making sense as of now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please be interactive, guys. Let's make this session fun. So from various sources enabling organizations to detect and respond. So basically it will help as an incident responder or a SOC analyst to like you can actually analyze the SIEM directly from like if you directly log into the SIEM, if you gather the logs, you will be able to see each and everything what is happening towards the endpoint, correct? Now the key components of a SIEM basically, okay, so data collection and aggregation because it is collecting the data from everywhere, right? So SIEM actually helps you in collecting the data from the diverse sources. I have already told you this, okay, network devices and everything. Correlation, it helps you in correlating like uh, it helps you like to correlate, right? Like let's say host one data will be correlated together, host two data will be correlated together. So there you can get the idea, right? How it the correlation happens, I will tell you. Like the host one data, like the endpoint data, let's say the laptop that is like maybe the Vinax laptop, right? Now whatever connections he is making to the internet will be collected in the firewall, right? So the firewall again the host one correlation will be done together in the same. Oh, I got some sneezing. Yeah, coming back. Yeah. Any questions? Correlation. Now alerting. Alerting is kind of important. I think this is something very new for you. What is the meaning of an alert? Alert meaning you should know. Not respect to SIM, but I'm asking it.
Basically, a notification.
Basically,
Something which is
notice.
cautious, like we have to uh, give attention to
Correct.
that.
Yeah, correct. So alerting is that like let's I will just try to give frame an example. Okay, so let's say the which is there in the network basically. So you have the host one probably going to some xyz.com, probably downloading a file. This itself is signed as some ABC malware. Okay. Now what will happen? You have the ADR, your firewall, something have like knows the signature of it. Now when it is jumped into the SIEM, SIEM will actually throw an alert. Okay. SIEM will actually help you in throwing an alert, and then from there you can like take the case from there. How it is happening, I will show you in a live example today. Don't worry on that part. But like the SIEM should already like for detection, the signature should match. I told you, right? The signature should match. If the signatures are not matching, probably you will not be able to read it. Now, what is signature? Signature is something like your just to give a very basic example. It is something very similar to your roll number. So if I am calling roll number two, so the particular guy is associated with that particular roll number in your class, right? So very similar to a signature. Making sense? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Perfect. Why only Neeraj and this Sahil and only I think Om tries to speak? What about others? Do you guys don't speak? Sai Prasad, Are you here? Uh, Varad, if you're listening to this, please try to make sure even those guys who are not like just showing their face for the attendance purpose.
Hello.
Uh, yeah, for I think you are the coordinator, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So those guys who are not communicating properly, please try to make them as absent, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because I don't like anyone who is not interacting. So guys, please try to interact. Don't chat, okay? Just unable to mute myself. Come on. This is the worst thing I have ever heard. Unable to mute, unable to use your laptop. Come on. Please try to be interactive, okay? Let's because without interaction, this session will all be like one-sided speech. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to bring in lot of examples and things which needs lot of uh, research and things, right? So please try to uh, deal with it. Yeah, talking about the signature part, even when you are doing like I will just give you an example. Let's say you're downloading something in your um, laptop, right? And you're trying to play a crack game. Probably your defender will throw you an alert. That's because the signature of that particular file is already there in the defender. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now next up we have dashboards and visualization. So basically in a SIEM we have beautiful dashboards like what are the things are there and everything. They will help you that compliance part. I think I have a session on compliance, or do we know? So I'll just give you a brief idea about what is compliance. Compliance is something like you need to follow some rules and regulations. Okay, so let's try to take like your um, the proper set of rules. Now, why it is important? Because as a company, let's say the customer needs to trust you, and also you need to follow a healthy practice of securing the data, right? Just to give an example, like PUBG was banned in India. Why? Because it was trying to send the data to the Chinese servers, which Indian government didn't like, right? That's the reason PUBG was banned. Now, why it is saying? Because it is a compliance failure. Now, next time, now you're playing the BGMI game, maybe. So that server is actually in Singapore, or now I think it should be in India as well. I have no idea, but yeah, but at least you get the idea. Compliance is more like you're trying to follow the best security principles out there, and it is more like the customer will trust you only if you have a good reputation. That is done with the compliance part. So, how many of you have heard the name of PayPal?
Yes, I heard
I
about
heard
it.
it.
Yeah, so there is a compliance that is actually called as PCI DSS. So the name is PCI DSS. So it is actually Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. So PCI DSS is actually for any company that is using like anything dealing with the payments, they are storing the credit card information and everything, they need to be compliant with the PCI DSS. Okay, so if you just so accordingly PCI DSS compliant should be like Paytm as well and even the PayPal. So if you just do PayPal and PCI DSS, it should be showing of something. So here you can see PayPal is PCI compliant and everything. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like you need to be compliant with the things to use it. Okay. So the customer trusts you. So this is what is compliance. Again, when I will open the Wazoo dashboard and everything, it would like the more compliances part would be there. But this is more like a theoretical part and you can read it on your own. GDPR again, very, very important. This is like for your this is was probably meant by the European government and this is for your laws. So just to give an example, let's say you're using the social media, right? You're using Facebook, you're using like in Instagram. When you're doing it, if you're liking, commenting and everything, all these datas are getting stored in the backend, right? So basically these social media companies are collecting your data in a huge amount. The GDPR laws actually help you to give you the right to actually claim the data what they have seen, and if you want to delete any data to be delete it from their servers, you can do that. That is what GDPR actually gives you. It is for the privacy rights and the data and privacy rights basically. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then you have another one over here that is actually called as HIPAA. It is like there are a lot more compliances. It is just an example. So HIPAA is actually for the healthcare industry. So in a when you're like in a hospital, what all things are there? It is like the doctors. If any individual is getting admitted, their patients' data, records, historical diagnosis reports, historical data, everything gets recorded, right? So for storing the data, you want it to be in a safe and secure place. So for that, the hospitals needs to be a HIPAA compliant. Okay, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood what is
Yes, sir.
compliance? Understood what is compliance?
Yes, sir, understood.
What about Pranay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, why I need to call you? Just speak up, right? This is your session. Yeah, next up is retention. Now, just try to be honest. Do you think can we retain the logs forever for a company? Do you think it is going to happen?
No,
No,
sir,
sir.
it will
Considering
just
the
be too
fact
much.
it is just bit too much, right? Because considering the fact that there are so many employees, so many logs, and each and so probably you have some retention period. That means maybe it can be like 3 months, maybe it can be like 6 months, maybe it can be like 1 year, maybe it can be like 2 year, but there should be a number associated to it. It cannot be like indefinite time because again you will have a lot of incur cost, right? So what is that retention period? It needs to be set up definitely by the company, depends upon the cost and infrastructure. Okay, so SIEM actually helps you the help in that. Okay, so I think this is all clear up to here. Any doubt? So these all were the key attributes of a SIEM. Okay. Next up is the importance of SIEM. Now, where it helps you, it helps you in the threat detection. It helps you to identify the threat in real time, right? So how in real time? Because just now I was giving an example, right? Like the host one, when it was trying to connect to this, download this ABC malware, it was happening in real time. Probably just within milliseconds, it was being transferred to the SIEM for the logs, right? So how it happens simultaneously, let's say you are doing something, okay? If you're doing something on the host, maybe just a 5 second delay and it will be thrown up to the SIEM. So that's how fast it is. Okay. SIEM has the detection, it will directly throw up the detection for it, like an alert. Maybe there is a 5 second delay, but you get the alert at real time. Probably just maybe hardly it is like a 10-second delay. Just to give answers, this is hypothetical figure. Every SIEM configurations architectures are different, but I think you get the idea of like the alerting and the real-time response. So this helps you in real time because this activity is just happening right now on that particular system. Some analyst will be assigned to this particular alert and they will try it further. Okay. Next up is compliance. I've already helped you in the compliance part. Incident response, again, uh, it is more like whenever there is an alert. So there are a few things. Okay, we need to understand this. Okay, so whenever there is an alert, there it can happen that it is trying to claim something falsely. Can it happen? It can happen that something looks legitimate, but somehow the alert is popping up. Can it happen? Yes or no? Yes or no? Like wrongly attribution.
Yes.
Yes. So we actually call that as basically two things. You need to remember this, or maybe just know it as of now for your information. FYI. So one is like benign part, that is nothing but non-malicious. Another part is like malicious. Okay. So one thing is benign, another part is malicious. Now, based on an alert, there are actually two things that can happen. Like actually, there are four things that can happen. Okay. Just to give you a brief idea. So you call it as a true positive, you call it as a false positive, You call it as a true negative. You call it as a false negative. Has anyone of you heard these names before? Or this is the first time you guys are hearing it? Anyone?
No, sir, actually.
New. Okay. So this is just your alerts, right? So now try to understand. Now there are two parts to it to remember. Okay, it is very easy to remember. I will just give you the just understand if this is the first part and the second part is positive, positive, negative, negative. So this is the second part. How it correlates, I will just come to this part right hand side later on. Okay, just to give you the idea to remember. Now the true positive. Okay, this is true. The alert has came. The alert came up. It is again true, and this was confirmed as malicious. That is actually your true positive. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Now positive part, like the first positive, like here the alert came, but when you tried it, it was like something like non-malicious, or rather it was false. Okay, so it is non-malicious and you call it as a false positive. This is called as false positive. Okay, then it called as a true negative. Now what is that? Now try to understand this. Okay, now there, this is this two, if you remember it, this two will come automatically. How? Positive part means you are getting an alert. Okay, so positive, try to think the second part as an alert. Okay, the first part, that is the true or false, this is basically like your attribution, whether you want to call it as a true malware or not, basically malicious or not malicious. Okay, so I will write here as attribution. Now based on that, can someone tell me what is true negative meaning?
Not a malware. Not malicious.
No, try to understand. There are two components out there. Please understand. There are two components. This is true negative, I am saying. So you need to tell me whether alert came or not. You need to tell me whether it is a malware or not. There are two things, right? So the first part, second part, true, negative, false, negative. There are two parts associated. So based on that, you need to tell me. For anyone not understanding my handwriting, I will again write it. One, it is your attribution. Two, it is your alert. Okay, please
The
try,
alert
try.
not came, the alert not came, but it was malicious.
Who is that? This is genius. Who is that? Anyone? Who was that?
Myself, actually, sir.
Neeraj, right?
Yes, sir.
You are absolutely correct. So what happens in true negative? True negative is like, see, this is what, that's for the reason I wrote this diagram. This is what will help you up in understanding. So now I have already messed it up with so many. I will try to take a different color. Wait. So here, if you see, that's the reason I wrote it. Actually, draw probably take the thickness. Yeah, yeah. So the first part, again, I will try to give further an idea to everyone. The first part that I am writing here, true positive, false positive. So I will just write here now, since you have understood the T, positive, false, positive, true, negative, false, negative. This P is actually your alerts. These are actually your alerts. Okay. Now the T part, this T, F, T, F. These are nothing but your attribution. These are nothing but your attribution. Now coming to this down part, now you can see easily. Now you can see N means negative, right? So that means both of these cases there were no alerts. Clear? Like there were no alerts. Now true. That means what? Tell me.
It was malicious.
It was malicious, is it?
Yes, sir. True means malicious, right?
True means malicious. So you have, I think I am also getting confused. So false negative is something like here it is claiming, hold on. What is that? I have done so many true, false. I got confused. Come on. Okay, so the false negative is something like your, it is a missed case of a malware. Okay, so false negative needs to be your, wait, I will just recap it. Hold on, I got confused. Just a sec. You have your positive, you have the alerts. That means the alerts came up. Now the attribution comes up. Your false positive means it is like not malicious. Yeah. False negative for now. Let us go with not. I will just check it in Google and try to get back to you. Just hold on. So for now, just say no alerts, and then false means there was like it was basically not malicious. Okay, and then true negative means it is like no alerts, but it was a sample which is like you are getting an basically it is a malware and you miss the alert. Okay, I will just try to go to Google and I will just try to understand the false negative first. According to me, the false negative should be false negative in malware. Does it give it? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. False negative is actually a malware activity. Okay, that's why I was trying to say. False negative is actually like negative means there were no alerts. False means like the system was unable to detect the malicious activity. Okay, that is actually called as a false negative. So true negative means again like negative and there was like nothing. It was showing you as a malware, but oh, okay, hold on. True means it will show you as a malware. Don't go with malicious, not malicious. Like it will show you as a malware. Okay. Okay. I will just skip it again. I will just try to give you the scenario again. It's easy. Somehow I have messed it up today. Sorry for that. Okay. So we have true, positive. Let's say we have false, positive. We have for we let's try to true, negative, false, negative. So basically true here means it is telling that it is a malware. Okay. False means why I'm coming to the same conclusion again. It is not a malware. False here. It's changing, man. It is false negative is actually I remember it. It is a malware only. So it is a malware, but you're not getting an alert. Uh, Leave it. I will just I will have just have I think I have created a khichdi out of it. Don't worry, I'll come back. I'll give you the actual idea about how to remember it. But if you have little bit of understanding, the true positive is basically you're getting the detection. You have the detection and it is classified as a malware, malicious activity. False positive again. It is a detection, but it is not a malicious activity. False negative means it is like there is no detection, but it is a malicious activity. True negative again, no detection, not a malicious activity. Clear? But how to remember it? This formula I will try to give you up. Somehow I am missing somewhere. I will try to give it to you by maybe by a WhatsApp chat. I will send it to you. Okay. There is a
So
shortcut
can you
to
check the chat? I've sent an image. Is if that's
send,
relevant.
send an image. Where is it? Where is it?
I I don't know. It's sent for me. It's retrying my one.
Yeah, try it. This all topics actually I've read long back. Now it I just remember it now and suddenly I'm trying to teach now because this was even not included in your chat as well. So I don't recall it. So I have forgotten it maybe. So But there was the easy trick to remember it. I have done it when I was reading cybersecurity at your age, but now I have like now I basically know what is the thing, but I for helping you understanding how the actually I built a chart of it, like how it is done. It is somewhere there. I have read it, but now I am forgetting it. No worries. I think at least you guys got the idea, correct? Have you got the idea of the false positive, true positive, or not?
Yes, sir, sort of.
Sort of.
थोड़ा बहुत sort of.
Okay. Uh, it's very easy. Don't forget about my what I was saying. Okay. The true positive means again just a repetition.
Malware is
Something
there and alert is there.
correct. False positive means
Malware isn't detected, but alert is there.
false positive means no. False positive means it is not a malware. And okay, correct. Malware is detected. This is where I was actually messing it up. So the malware is detected. This is correct. This is correct. Yeah. So the malware is detected, but when malware is detected, the alert has came, and now after the contribution, you have told it as a like it is not malicious.
Like
Getting?
we know that it is not a malware, but our
I
firewall doesn't know.
I will give you now. I think I got it. Someone give me the idea about it. Hold on. Now I can teach you that. Malware getting detected is the key part. True positive. Now try to understand. The malware is detected. Don't come with the analysis. I will just give the result over here. Okay. Positive means alert also came. Okay. Alert came. You have tried it and now you can say this is a true positive. Why? The malware is it is malicious. Okay. And you have got an alert for it. Clear? True positive. Now it should be clear. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for someone who helped me out for the detection part. So the false positive, now again see the malware is detected. Positive like an alert also came up, but after analysis you can say this is a non-malicious activity. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now what is that? We have true and negative. So negative means there is no alert. True means there is like malware is detected. Again, I messed it up. Come on, man. I'm getting confused. So basically, false negative. Let me see what it comes up. So malware is detected, is it? And N means it was like a no alert,
Alert is not there.
but this is a malicious activity. This needs to be a malicious activity. Okay, leave it. I will not confuse you guys anymore. Leave it. I will keep it for next class. I'll make a note of it. Okay, let me just keep and make a note of it. I need to teach you guys this one. FP
Rohit
TP.
sir,
Yes.
hello, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Sir, yes, this is regarding the confusion matrix, right? What you were teaching.
Yes.
Okay, can I add a few things here
Yeah. 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 Sure.
just for the students?
Yes.
Actually, yes, sir. You can consider this as an ones and zeros combinations. If it is a expected and predicted is 1 1. If it means if you could make a matrix just for me, draw like a
Yeah.
one and one.
Correct. I think I have read
Yes,
it in this way, maybe.
yes. It says that if both are matching, it means one stands for true, and if the expected is one and outcome is one, it says true positive. Correct, sir.
false, negative. Oh, nice. Thank you for helping me out.
So 0, 1 and 1, 0 is a not matching, mismatching. So in that case, you can think of 0, 1 is false positive and 1, 0 is true negative.
Correct. Uh, True, negative. Yep. 1 and 0. Correct.
Yes. Mhm.
Correct. I think have everyone got it? This is, I think, your electronics class. But somehow I forgot it actually. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I think now it is clear to everyone. Is it clear?
So can you elaborate a little more as to?
She explained it, right? So when you have the same kind of an output, the zeros, like I think you get it in AND, maybe AND gate 0 1. But AND gate doesn't work over here properly because 0 and 0 we are considering it as malicious activity. Okay. So consider these two as a malicious, these two as non-malicious. So when the outputs are basically different, the 0 and 1 and 0 combination, it is basically a non-malicious activity. And when the output is the same, you get it as a malicious activity. Clear?
Okay, fine. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, oof, that was hectic, man. I forgot it completely. Okay, coming back. That is lot of time that took away. Uh, okay. Where were we? We were okay. Incident response is done. This is log management event. This is done. The SIEM architecture. Okay. The SIEM architecture, probably I will not teach you this architecture. Rather, I will take you to the Wazoo architecture. That's what we are trying to do. So the Wazoo architecture, I will try to take. Yeah. Before that, Wazoo architecture, how it happens basically. Sorry for the. Yeah. So let's say this is your laptop and this is the same platform. Okay. You can call anything as an ADR. Do you anyone know? I think you will not know. So ADR is nothing but an endpoint detection and response. Okay. So EDR is typically like your endpoint detection and response. Now, what it happens, you have two components over here. One is the central server and you have the agents. Now, these agents are actually installed in your laptops. These agents are everywhere in your laptop. Okay. So these are installed in a laptop, the server and everything. And then it is getting forwarded. The logs are getting forwarded to the central server. Okay. The logs are getting forwarded to the central server. Now I'll come to this Wazoo. If you go to Google and search Wazoo, it is, oh, I have clicked on an advertise. Don't do it. Yeah. I'll give you the link as well. Paste as plain text. Wazoo. And please, everyone, try to call me as Rohit. I'm absolutely fine with that. Sir is something I don't I don't consider it to be myself, sir. So yeah, uh, this is the platform which we are trying to discuss. It this is kind of an free and open source. Anyone can use it on their own. Uh, Documentation, the architecture. I will try to give you the brief idea. This is nothing. Okay, the endpoints. When I was telling you about the agent part, see over here, if you everyone can see the screen properly, like the image properly, is it proper to you?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So here you can see the agents are getting installed from where you are trying to take the logs. Okay. We will do it practically right now. So no, don't worry on that part. Okay. Then you have the central components. Don't worry on the central component, doesn't matter to us. So basically there is a central server where you're collecting the logs and you will be able to get the results. Something like this will come up. Where was the image? So this is the image. This is the first page image. So here you can see how the logs, the dashboard metrics and everything comes up, correct? So very easy to install actually. So I'll give you the idea about how to install, but it requires, so if you have a 16 GB of RAM in your laptop, you will be able to do it. Otherwise you cannot do it. Okay. Because Wazoo this tool itself requires your 8 GB of RAM. Okay, so I'll give you the link, chat, paste. Yeah. So if you download that OVA file, it will look pretty much similar to VMware. Do I have it? So I'll show you. Once you download it, uh, so this is my VMware. If you go to like your open a virtual machine and if you click on it, it should be in that manner. Okay, just I think unzip it. I think that should be good. Okay, so you just need to download this file. Which file? It is over here. Okay, this is the OVA file. You can click on here. OVA, you will be able to get it. So once you do it, you just need to click on this. Again, I will show you. Click on open the virtual machine, and if anyone is using VirtualBox, there is a function import. So it is the same thing. Here I am writing open a virtual machine. There you will get orange color import. If I click on Wazoo, it will take some time. It will ask me what is the name. So this is the Wazoo server basically. So I will try to keep it, and I try to keep it in my raw machines. I'll create a new folder out here. Create like a Wazoo server because this is the server, and you have it over here. I'll keep on import, and that's it. Let it happen. Meanwhile, I will try to show you something. So I think this part is done. Let me just go back to the architecture part. Okay, labs part. I have Wazoo brute force. Okay, I have few things. Okay. Deployment models is important. Forget about the architecture. Deployment models are also very important. So as a company, depends on the company infra, right? Like whether they want everything to be in the cloud, whether they want everything to be in-house, or whether they want a hybrid solution like both cloud and in-house, right? So these are like the deployment models. Wazoo actually helps you with both of them. You can completely keep in-house the solution that I will show you today. It will be completely in-house in my laptop, but it can be done in all the ways. Okay. Let it just complete. It is just importing the file, and what else? Yeah, the different components are there. Like the see what the SIEM is trying to do. I think you got the idea as of now, right? It is trying to ingest the logs from the various sources. So data collection is an important part. Normalization. So this is very important. See, every file will have a different kind of an output, correct? Where is it? Every file, your endpoint, I show you in the event viewer, it will have a different kind of an output. Even your, if you have the antivirus logs, that will have a different kind of an output. If you talk about the firewall, that will have a different kind of an output. But when you are trying to analyze the logs in SIEM, everything will be in the same format. So that is called as like a uniformity of the data. Okay. So I will just try to give a very good example. So data comes in. So this is like a black box. I've read it somewhere. It comes in like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and you get all the stuffs over here. But when you're trying, it is like a standard output from the SIEM. Okay, this is nothing but your SIEM. Okay, so when you are querying the SIEM for getting the results, it is you're getting a just a how the SIEM gives you an uniform output. It doesn't show you, okay, this is an ADR output, so it will be present you different. No, everything will be present in a uniform manner. Is this clear? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Integration with IT infrastructure, I think I have already done that to you guys. I have already shown what are data sources, APIs, and connectors. Here are the labs, but before the labs, I need to show you a few stuffs. So just I think it should be good if we go slow. So Wazoo, see over here, the RAM needs to be 8 GB, processor needs to be 4 GB. Don't do anything with it, otherwise it will not work properly. So once it is installed, just remove this floppy disk. I don't need it. Otherwise it will not work properly. Just make it to NAT, and or maybe you can just give custom. I just put it in the same network. So let me just try it out. Okay. Let's see whether it is working or not. And now comes the, I think this is, yeah. So there needs to be a Wazoo login. So over here you can see the default user and the password is Wazoo. We need to wait. Let it just boot it up. That false positive, true positive took a lot of time. Let me just find out what I was trying to say. There was some chart. I remember it. I have read it long back. For positive, true chart. Does it comes? My laptop got hacked. Is it? This looks complicated. Mm, is it? Does this works? True positive, rule matched, attack present, false positive, rule matched, and no attack present, no rule matched, and no attack present. Oh, this is great. Okay, you guys can take this image. I will copy link address. This is important. This is where it is absolutely mentioned properly. You will not have a doubt if you are reading this. Okay, somehow I think my laptop is. Can I just power it down? This. Okay. Meanwhile, when it happens, we will try to do something else. Okay, I will again put it up. Yeah. Has anyone ever heard of Try Hack Me platform? Has anyone
No,
heard it?
sir.
No. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
yeah. Okay. Well, whoever has heard it, not heard it, please go ahead and open the website. Try Hack Me. Create an account. So here you have it. Try Hack Me. Create an account in this particular site. We have a lot of site to discuss. I'll give you in the chat box. And then what to do? I will just discuss it in a moment. Let me just I'm just stop sharing my screen. I need to open the passwords manager. Just a sec. I will just try to log into my try hack me and show you the screen again. It is taking a hell lot of time to install Wazoo, is it? Do I have it installed? Wazoo. Okay. I will share my screen again. I have just logged into TryHack me. I've done nothing else. So here you can see this is the once you get into TryHack me, this is what it will look like. Okay. So you can actually search for different. So this is basically CTF kind of rooms it allows you. Okay. So a lot of rooms you will get it over here. So what you need to do is basically you need to come to the right hand icon and then you come to access. Okay. Is everyone following? Is able to follow over here? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yeah. So come to this access part. Once you come to this access part, I'll show you something over here. So if you come to this is nothing but my terminal. Okay. So if I come to this terminal, if I do if config, that is nothing but your IP config knowing to about the IP address. So if you see, I have just two IP addresses as of now. That is like Ethernet and that is the LAN, the loopback address that is 127.0.0.1. Okay. Now, just a sec. I will not use my laptop. Yeah. Now you need to download this VPN server should be India. Make it to India. Download the configuration file. I should have it downloaded somewhere. So here you see this is my OVPN file. Now how do you connect it to it? The sudo open VPN and this. I'll give you the command in the chatter form so that you can understand it. This is sudo open VPN and sudo open VPN and the file name .ovpn. Now what is this happening? This I will just explain in a moment. Just is it open? Why it is not opening? I will just reboot it probably. Power off. And I will try to switch it on again. It is taking a hell lot of time. Okay. So this is I think just now I've shown you the output of my if config. There were only two IPs as of now. Now when I have actually connected it with the VPN. VPN is nothing but it is actually trying to create it. I will just explain in a moment. Now if I do if config, you will be able to see another IP that is actually called as the tunnel IP. So this is my IP with the try hack me. Now what is actually happening? Just to give you a brief idea, VPN is actually nothing but your uh, virtual private network, right? So what is happening? This is your laptop. This is your try hack me server, right? I am actually trying to create a VPN connection, which is like nothing but a tunnel connection with try hack me. Okay. Sorry for the handwriting. Yeah, I'm trying to create a tunneling connection with the try hack me. So to tomorrow, if I try to take access of anything from the try hack me, we need to go from these VPN connections only. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes,
VPN is
sir.
Hmm.
external, right?
VPN is? I didn't get you.
Uh, is it of the track me server only, the
Yeah,
tunnel?
this tunnel is only for the try hack me server only because if you see, I have downloaded it from the configuration file of there only. See, so if you
Okay.
want to connect to the try hack me machines and everything, you need to download this configuration file. Okay. Previously it used to show up connected, but some now I don't know what is the problem with try hack me. It is not showing as of now. Okay. So if I come to search of, yeah, go ahead. I am not just, I cannot understand you. Can anyone understand him?
His voice is really low.
Yeah.
I think network is poor. Can you hear me, Rohit?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, otherwise, when we are accessing anytime, there are individual labs in which
Uh,
the machine
ca-
is also there. So we can directly start the attack machines in the individual labs also. But going through VPN is a better option, is it?
like you want to use the attack box?
Yeah, if a lab is when we do the lab and try hack me, that time when we access it through the VPN, is it a better option?
It is the only option, not the better option. It is the only option you have. Okay. Yeah. So Okay, somehow it is not booting up. Is this room a premium version? Let me just see it because I am having a premium version. Probably you will not have the premium version. Okay, so this is a free room. That is great. So you can actually see what I'm trying to do. Copy. I will send it to. No, this is good. I like it. This is a free room. Everyone can open it. Now let it boot. I don't mind it booting up. Probably I will just power it off because now I got everything. Shut down guest. I will shut it down because now I got it. Okay. So this is the Wazoo room. Probably you can read and everything. All again, you can see the same diagram. All the logs are being sent to the Wazoo tool. And over here, I can just start the mission. So this is actually pre-configured for you. The same thing which I was trying to do with the Wazoo server, it actually works. Today I will set it up and I will show you up. Maybe if the time permits. But let it run. I will just try to. I don't know why it is not working properly. Let me just try to open the VM directory. Just try to delete it at top. Yeah, doesn't works. Yeah, home, open virtual machine, Wazoo. Try to take it up this bit. Ah, let it import again. I'm just trying it again. Meanwhile, we'll need to wait for this IP to come up. So here it is basically like the diff Wazoo tool, how it is being used. Just give me one sec. I need to drink some water. Yeah, meanwhile, anyone is having any doubt with the SIEM and so far what we have done? I think there was a lot of confusion with the true positive, false positive, but the image which I have shared it with you, it actually clears it up. So if you can see it, take a look at it. I think that should be good. But any other doubt apart from that? Yeah, anyone? Any other doubt?
No, sir.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
go ahead.
Okay, so we are using solar winds in our office environment. So
Yeah,
basically, wanted to ask you when solar winds, what exactly, how does it function? Is it is it just a log collector? It just collects logs and archives them, or can it be extended and we can add rules and make it work like a SIM?
I have not used it to be honest. Okay.
Okay,
I was just aware of the solar winds attack that happened back, and
okay,
I have not used it to be honest. Like, but I think it's a network monitoring tool, not a, you cannot do use it as a SIEM. It is more like
okay.
your network assets discovery and all those things you can do with it. But I'm pretty much not sure because I haven't used anywhere.
Oh,
Because these are like, I think no one can purchase it on their own, right? It is more like a corporate entity.
yeah,
So if
right.
my company is not using it, I will not get the chance to use it. Okay. I think the IP has came up. So this is the IP. So this is very basic. I just went to the room, just start the machine, and here you have the start machine. Just go and give a new thing. It will take time to boot up because this is a huge thing. And I need to give the username, but this requires login. Not now. So has anyone used it before? This tool? Seeing it for the first time?
No, sir, not used.
Okay, perfect. Now here you get the thing. This is the first page how it should be looking like. the agents and everything you will be able to see. Okay. So first of all, when if you try to deploy it like me, which I was trying to do it, you will not see here any agents. Okay, it will be like 0 0 0 0. Now how to, first of all, you need to put in agents. Agents mean, I just told you that your central server is like, this is the central server which I am deploying as of now. The Wazoo OVA file will create a link to it. That is my central server. Now to deploy agents on each and every computer, you need to run some commands. How do you get that? It should be over here. So if you see, if I click on deploy new agent, so what I have done, this is the home page. And if you come to the agents, you need to click on deploy new agent. Now depends where you want to deploy that, whether it is a Ubuntu, uh, Mac or Windows. Based on that, you need just a sec. Okay, yeah. So based on the operating system where you want to use those, like the agent, like the Ubuntu, Windows, and everything. If I click on Windows, you need to point it to the server's address. Now, what is the server address? This is the server's address. Okay, I will try it again. So this is the server's address. Okay, like where the central collection is there. Like you want your logs to be forwarded to a server, right? So that central server address location, basically that IP address, we need to keep it. Is this clear? The central server IP address clear? Is it making sense? Yes or no? Cool.
Sir, can you please explain again?
Yeah. So first of all, try to see what we are trying to do. We are trying to now deploy an agent. Like I am showing you how to deploy an agent. Okay. I'm not going to deploy that because this is a dummy server. So to deploy an agent, what you need to, you- basically agent, where it will be deployed. Agent will be deployed in your laptop, correct? Is this making sense at first? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now these logs, basically what the agent will do, agent will be sending me the logs, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Logs,
Sorry.
sir. Which logs?
Hmm. It is like every logs, right? Whether it is your, like each and everything, whatever is happening in your laptop, it will send us the logs. Okay.
DNS.
Like example, like you're trying to connect to a network, it will log that. You're trying to log into your laptop, it will log that. You're making any changes to your laptop, like you're installing a game, it will log that. You are running an application, it will log that. Okay, each and
Okay.
everything what you try to do. Okay, so this agent needs to be deployed in an laptop. Agent is basically responsible for the logs collection. Now this logs needs to be sent to a server, right? So this server is nothing but my Wazoo server, which I am showing you as of now. So I am currently in my server actually. The TryHackMe portal, which is you are seeing as of now, this is nothing but the Wazoo server. Okay. So for setting up this agent, I need to have the server's IP address. So this IP address, I need to have it up. Okay. This is what I'm trying to send it as of now. Here, I need to give the IP address. I'm not doing it, but I will just try to give you a demo. You can use like a paste of it. Uh, just give the just the IP address should be sufficient as of now. You can select a group as of now. Like basically, these groups means basically in a company you have different departments, right? Like as a college, you will have different departments, right? You have your, what is it? Um, you have your electrical department, you have your computer science department. So like these groups, right? So you have HR department, cybersecurity department, support development, support. Then you have development, developers, and others. So basically, just a normal default. And then this is the command that you need to run in your PowerShell. That's it. That is so easy, right? What you need to do. So this is command is done from my agent. I will just keep it up and I will just, let's say I want to do it in my PowerShell. So I will just Okay, it's still putting. So what I will do, I will just, you just need to go to PowerShell, run as administrator, yes, and if you paste it, this will be running. That's it, nothing else. Am I making sense? I'm not going to run it, but that's how easy it is to install an agent on a with the Wazoo server. Any doubt up to this part?
Rohit, how to do it in Mac operating system?
You do you have Mac over here? Again the same thing basically, but if you have Mac,
Yeah, I
again the
have
same
Mac.
thing. Yeah, so basically Mac OS you need to select over here. So again I will show you. If click on Wazoo, go to agents, deploy new agent. If you have Mac, go to Mac OS, give the server's IP address. Now this server's IP address, if you're deploying it in your, like let's say you're doing in-house the VMware thing, which I was trying to show you guys, but somehow it is not opening. Sorry for that. Uh, what will happen in, because this is very resource intensive, okay? I can't blame Wazoo. It may be my laptop issue as well, okay? So this is very resource intensive at the first place. You need to have good RAM. So what you need to do, you need to put it. So then when you're booting up this Wazoo OVF file, you will have an IP address attached to it, correct? Everything will have an IP address. Even my Kali Linux will have an IP address, right? This is my Kali Linux IP address. Agree? This Ethernet IP.
So, in a real environment, we'll have to install this client in all the computers and all the laptops,
From
whosoever is
where,
connected to it.
yeah, from where you want to collect the logs, these clients, these agents basically needs to be installed in them. Okay.
Okay. And
In
by default,
corporate,
it will like
go
from
ahead.
the what about the firewall and the switch? From the firewall, it will automatically collect logs.
From the device firewall, it will collect it. You have the device firewall, right? But if you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to set it up in the firewall server, you need to again say again do it in the firewall, because firewall again will be running in some of these servers, right? Maybe it is running in Ubuntu server, so you need to collect the logs from there. You just need to go up and you need to click on Debian Ubuntu, or maybe if it is running CentOS based on that. Okay. Again, if you just copy the command and run it, it will be good to go. Again, how to start the agent in your Mac OS? If you just run this command and you will very good to go. So this is like in your MacBook, these two commands, if you run it in your MacBook, it will be running properly fine.
These will be
And
run in terminal.
yeah, terminals. Yeah. In MacBook, you don't have PowerShell command line, you just have a terminal. So just open the terminal and run it. And that's how. See, and in Windows, you need to be in admin, and it's like basically in terminal also, you need to be in admin mode. So is this clear to everyone how to install the agents and everything? This
So
is a
now,
very powerful open source tool. Yeah, go ahead with a question.
so now one is that Wazoo in this case will work as EDR, and apart from this, like if we have a SIM is something like Splunk, and
SIEM is built in
that is what we
Wazoo.
said.
SIEM is built in Wazoo. We have the ELK stack already over there. So I will show you that in a moment. You have already SIEM over here. So that's why it is. I told you this is very much powerful. So you have the SIEM over here. This is built on Elastic only. See, uh, is this clear? I will come to that SIEM part in a moment. I just want you to understand how the deployment actually works. Is this clear, everyone? Any doubt?
So, Rohit, if these were to be deployed in different machines, the same link has to be given to all the machines to be deployed.
Uh, Same link. Basically, if you're doing it in a network, probably I will ask you to set up a GPU rule which automatically pushes the update to everyone. You
Understood.
don't do it manually. Like you have some bulk deployments, right? In a corporate network. So probably you will do it in that way. Like just setting up a GPU rule so that every Windows machine runs this PowerShell command and you get the answer. Clear?
Understood.
Okay. And now we have to dump the dummy data. There is somewhere the dummy data. I'm just trying to find out that. Okay, any other doubt related to this Wazoo and other things? So I'll just load those sample data, settings sample data. I'll just trying to find out that. So where is this setting? So here you have like it is uh, pre-sample data there basically, okay, which you can actually add it up if you want to do anything. So you can put it over there. So like if you are doing it, you can actually like download this ATP logs and you can add this data to your Wazoo to analyze it. Like let's say you don't have all the logs, right? So for like you cannot bring in, this is a very good example. Like uh, you say, right, like how do you bring in the corporate network data to you, because in your home network you will not be able to see all this. So here you can actually download these logs. They will give you each and everything how it is done. Okay, so let's say you want to install these Fortinet logs. How do you do that? So they will just give you step-by-step procedure of this. So you need to copy the snippet, the logs file, and how to do it. The You need to just add this configuration in this file and you're good to go. So this is how you add the sample data. Okay, do you have any sample data as of now? You have it in settings. Let me see. Does it work? I will remove the flight data. I'll keep it to sample web logs. Let's see what is in our plate. So here basically you can take the time and everything, and wait, I am messing up something over here. We'll just apply the last 15 minutes and now I will move back. So this is now set ended time to now, and relative I will try to move it to years. Does this works? Is it loading? Cannot update. Why? Is it loaded now? It is still not loading. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to bring in the sample data over here. I'm just trying to do that. Okay, I have got some data at least. Okay. So this is how the logs. So this is basically a sample data for the web logs, and I think last 7 days is giving you the result. Okay. So this is how the dashboard visualization will come up. Okay. And if you go to discover over here, it should show up over here as well. Why it is not showing up over here? Wait. So settings, sample data, sample thread detection. Okay, now I should have it, I guess. So to add the sample data, again, I think probably I was doing some mistake, but you need to be in this Wazoo and then settings. This is sample data. Everything is mentioned over here in this try hack me page. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay. Once you are doing, it should be installed over here. Now I think it should be showing up over here. Overview, discover last 7 days. Now you have the data. Okay. Is this clear with everyone? What I have done as of now, or should I repeat again? Is this clear? To bring the data, just I have just given the sample data. Is this clear? Yes or no? Again, I will repeat it first. Otherwise,
Sir, can you please repeat it in
yeah,
short? Like,
yeah. So you need to come over here, the three hamburger symbol. Come to this Wazoo. Let it load. So once you have this Wazoo over here, this was the first page when we were creating it, right? So if you click on this, because I don't have any sample data as of now, uh, otherwise the log would have should come from your endpoints itself, right? So because I don't have any endpoints as of now, just to show you how the data actually comes up, you have this, go to the settings and then go to the sample data, and then you can just add them up. So here you can see I have just added the sample data to my sim like Wazoo. Okay, clear?
okay, sir, got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, now I will come to Kibana, that I think someone was mentioning about the SIEM tool. So this is your SIEM actually. So I will show you how you can actually query and will you will get your results. Okay. So here you can see there are almost like 48,000. Yeah, 48,000 hits. Okay. Now we will try to understand. Let's say we will, let's say you want to analyze just one agent. Okay. So what do you want to do? Let's say you want to just analyze this host. Just click on that and it will be filtering out just the agent one data. Can you see it? So basically when you're trying to investigate, you should not investigate like of all the hosts. Okay, rather you should just focus on one host at a time. Okay, so that you get the full idea. So when I have done it to agent ID 1, I got around 6,853 hosts. So if you see, there are again lot of things over here going on. uh, and if you want to filter out something, you need to come on to the left hand side. If you click on this, and you will get the answer. Okay, this is how you do it. So I'll just try to go back again and I will show you. So let's try to understand few things now. Let's try to see what all things you get. Do I have anything related to URL? So here you get something about URL, right? uh, do I have anything else? So you have Docker's URL, you have data URL. Does this work? Okay, let us try to see what all things are there for us. It will probably take some time, but you get some of the URLs. Okay, so this is how you are trying to investigate it. So let's say you're trying to uh, I will just put in all the URLs in place so that we can get some idea. So you can see now the full URL, what is there. So probably now you're just trying to investigate the URL part and you will try to figure out what is there. So that's how you will get it. So this is like an web access log. So I hope you're getting the idea, right? How this logs actually comes up over here. Is it making sense? Yes or no?
Yeah, okay.
So and I haven't got anything with command. Do I have anything with this? So basically the left hand side, whatever you're seeing, these are all the filters, okay? That is actually available over here. The logs, you see the logs over here. I will show you. So you can see the gate log. So this is nothing but a what I have imported is more like a web log, right? So you will get what it is trying to access to. This is a GET request and probably trying to access some SQL and this one. So that's how it is. Okay. You now see the full URL. Probably this is the full URL. Okay. So here you have the left hand side, you get to see the filters what are actually there. If you click on that, based on that, the right hand side answers will be changing. Okay, so let's say you want to put it to agent IP to this. Okay, so if you just put in this over there as well. uh, okay, first of all, let us try to understand. Okay, I'm good with Windows, I will try to show you the agent name maybe. So I will just write name. Does this comes up? So okay, see over here. So you have this so many uh, names. Okay, so you have the Amazon host, you have the I said this is also an EC2 instance. You have the Debian, you have the Windows. This is again Ubuntu box on Linux box only. So probably I will try to investigate the Windows box maybe. So you can click on this Windows. Now it has given me 6007 something. And what you can do, you can try to take a note of it. Like let's say you want to like analyze this. So these are all like mostly like a lot of things are there like web logs. I can see PCI DSS logs and other things. uh, and from there you can actually try to use this and see it furthermore, like what is audtxt, what are the file names. This will not make much sense as of now because we don't know what we are trying to find out as of now, right? Now when we know what we are trying to find out, this again this data will be making lot of sense. Okay, but I'm just trying to give you a high level view of how you can actually use the Wazoo and use the filter options. You can again put search options over here, you can search it accordingly and get your results. Okay, is this making sense? So here I have done actually HTTP. So it will show me the results which are actually my Windows host and which are actually having some result with HTTP. Is this clear? Or it is just too complicated? Let me just come back. Yeah. Whatever I was showing you, was this making any sense to you?
Uh, like got some part of it and some part of it was overheaded. Like uh,
It is not overheaded. Once you open the Wazoo tool, I want you guys, everyone, to do a practice. It needs a hands-on practice. If you just see it, it will probably not make much sense. But what I am trying to show, it's kind of easy actually. So what you need to do, load the sample data. Okay, pick up any host, Windows host. Let's say I want to just analyze the HTTP logs, which I have done it HTTP, search it up and see whether you have trying to find anything malicious or not or anything. Okay. So let's say I want to see this HTTP, I can see that the URLs are getting listed in something like this. Okay. So what I will do, I will search that only. Let's say I want to analyze full of the URLs. So I will search that. Does this works? Okay, there is some syntax error. Probably I can not use that. Oh, just a sec, I can show you that. Hold on. It should be in under parameter. So this is again under some parameter. Okay, so let's say this is the IP, right? So this is full log. So you want to check out how this can be done. I will show you. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. See over here the data dot URL at the rate sample data. So again, this is the dummy data. You cannot do much with it. Do I have anything else? Okay, what I can see is like if you filter it with let's say full log, it will give you the results. Okay, so let's try to filter out the full log. So here if I find out full log somewhere, it should be giving me the results. So here it should be somewhere full log. Like the filter should be here. I'm just trying to find it out here. highlight all. Does it comes in the left hand side? I don't get it. Why? Yeah, here you can see the full log. So if I just click on plus symbol, now you will see something. Yeah. So now if you see, I have just taken up the full log, whatever seeing the raw data. Let's say I'm not interested into that, and you're just seeing the log as of now, just the full log. Okay. Let's say I want anything else in that. So if I just come down, so what you need to do, whatever things you are trying to find out over here, you need to find out the parameter, like the filter name associated with it. Okay. And then you will get the idea of what is actually happening. So if I just select any randomly anything, let me just find out what else I can show you over here. Let's say you are interested in this part, like the what should be your interesting part? Maybe timestamp you are interested up. Okay. So let's say you are interested in timestamp. You want to see when it comes up. So I will just again put up the highlight. So this is your result, right? The weblog. So I will again select timestamp from here, and that should give you something. So I will just select timestamp. It should be down, down, down. PQRST. So down below. So here, if I click on timestamp, if you can see, again I will go up. If you see, it has added the timestamp. Can you see this right hand side, this column? See, the timestamp came up, correct? Making sense?
Yes, sir.
So whatever you need to filter it out in this way. Okay. Again, if you want to save it, you can actually save it. You can actually, I think you can actually create. Do you have the option? Yeah. So this is how actually you try to analyze the logs from ELK. Okay. As of now, it will not make much sense because we actually don't know what to search for. I will show you something where we have a little bit of exercise of finding out some logs, and then it will make sense. Okay. But at least you get some idea. Clear? Any doubt up to here? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Satyajit, is it clear? The same part and anything you were asking something.
Yeah, fine, fine.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Any other doubt? Any small doubts? We can clear it up as of now. And meanwhile, I will request you to, or probably I will add this as an assignment. This is a good assignment. Uh, I'll keep this as an assignment for you. Like you can actually go to this room and try to take a look at it further. Okay. So here, if you see at the first place, you should have some of this thing. Okay. What are the security events, integrity monitoring, and other things? I think I will talk about the compliance part as well. Some of these vulnerabilities. So it helps you in finding out the vulnerabilities as well. So here you can see it gives you some kind of a vulnerability, like what are the CVs that was seen in your host and other stuff, just to get some little bit of idea. Then you have this security events. So what are security events we have seen as of now? You can see the events. You have just 6 events. So what are they? You can just see probably attempt to an access. So this is how it actually works up. So the password check failed, integrity checksum failed, and other things. So this is how it actually works in Wazoo. This is how it actually works. Integrity monitoring, again I told you integrity. What is integrity? Do you have anything else as of now? Because this is a dummy data, it will not be containing a lot of data, but this is like an impact stored data manipulation. Again, if you click it, probably it will show you something. Just go to the events and it will show you, okay, there is only one hit. If you enlarge it, you will get the logs, what was happening over here. So this is what is actually all about the dummy data what are available. Okay. So there you see there is one authentication failure. So here, if you want to investigate, probably you can come over here again, and you can see the password check is actually failed. What was it? How it is happening? You can see over here. So the agent IP from where it is coming the alert, you can see this. Probably the location of this log. What has happened? The password check failed. What was the rule group? It was basically the authentication failed group, and the other details you have it over here. Okay. So this is what is basics of Wazoo tool. Very, very basic at a high level. All these tools requires a lot of time for you to investigate. So I will request you go and explore this tool more, and definitely you will understand a lot. And this is a free room, so I don't think so you will need any premium access to it. So just go ahead and use it. I have used it. I've just shown you the demo and I've terminated the mission. And let us come back to the topic. What all things we have it for today? I think I have shown you the Wazoo. This is done. Brute force analysis. I think I have kept it for this room. Yeah. Again, Blue Team Labs is again free for use. Okay, it is nothing. It is not a paid version. I will show you. Where is that? I'll give you the link. Paste as plain text. So I want everyone to log in. I will also try to log in. I will just stop sharing my screen. I will try to log into the Blue Team Labs. Uh, you can create an account in Blue Team Labs. I will just come back in a moment. I think I have it in my Windows. Let me just see. So, do you know what is brute force? Anyone knows what is the brute force?
Brute force is when you're trying to flood like passwords to gain access to some particular account.
Correct. So, just a sec. I'm just trying to log in. Yeah, I think I have logged in. So I will share my screen again. Ooh. Share screen. Yeah. So this is the lab which I was trying to show. So this is bruteforce.zip file. Try to download it. I should have downloaded it. I don't remember it, but let me just see. Okay, I will just try to download it in front of you. So before we start about this particular brute force, let me just see what all things as I meant. Yeah. Okay. So there are a few things which you need to know what is brute force. I will just try to give you a brief idea about that and then we'll jump on. Okay. So brute force, what is that? You try to do it in a login page. Okay. Typically, that's what happens. Or Windows login. I will show you here the example which we are trying to do. It is a Windows login only. Okay. Um, so what it happens when you're trying to log into anywhere, you have the username and the password, correct? So let's say the username is admin and the password is admin. Now what happens? You will basically prepare a list of the username and password. Basically, you don't know what is the username and password, and in an automated way, you will try to put in all the combinations of the username and passwords until unless you try to crack the correct username and password. So this is what is typically brute force. So in Windows, there are actually two logs that is coming into play. Okay, so there are basically we call it as event IDs. Where you will get it, you will get it in the event viewer. Okay, I'll show you in a moment. So you get an event viewer. So there are two important things: 4624 event ID, and that is like 4625 event ID. Okay, what is 4624? That is actually like an account login. Then 4625, that is like failed attempt. So that means if you are like you are trying to log into a Windows box, and if your username and password is correct, it will log in as 4624. If it is failing somewhere, it will log in as a 4625. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
How will you see that? It is available in event viewer. If you come to this event viewer, come to this. So event where I've opened as of now, I've just come to security. If you come to filter current log, and I am interested in, let's say, 4624 accounts, like the logins, I will just click OK. And if you see, all these are 4624 events. That means when I was trying to log into the system. Okay. And one more important part over here is the logon type. Now, this is very important. I'll just try to give you a brief. But up to here, at least you got the idea where you can see the event logs, this 4624, this login events. If I try to filter the current log again with 4625 events, that means the failed login. Let me see, do I have any? I don't have any because I don't need any password to enter into my laptop. Doesn't like that's the reason it doesn't have any password. So you don't see the 4625. But 4625 again, similarly, you would have seen if there was any failed password attempts over here. Okay. One more thing which is very important. Let me just get back. Filter current log. Yeah, you have 4624. Here, if you see, this is the log. Okay, this is the entire log. So many details are there. It is actually written for you to understand. Okay, let me just see if I can dump it in a notepad. Okay, here you see it in a notepad. Okay, so first of all, what is the account that is happening? If that account is having something like a dollar symbol, that is, it is a system. Probably you no need to look into it. Okay, system login, I think you can completely ignore those logs. How will you identify whether it is a system login? It will be attached with a dollar symbol. Can you see this dollar symbol? That is actually like system login. Okay, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
This is the first thing we need to be like account name. uh, Instead of this, probably what you can see, probably if you have seen something like Rohit, that means it was me who was trying to log in. Okay, uh, probably here you will find it something like an user, right? And one more important thing is there. uh, where is that logon type? I should have it somewhere. Don't I have it? Yeah, so this is the logon type. Now this is very important. Logon type means it actually gives you how you are logging in. So few important things which I have told you as of now: 4624, 4625. This is successful, this is failed. Dollar symbol, that means it is an system generation. You no need to look into it, no need to look into it. If there is not a dollar symbol, probably you need to look into it. Perfect, this is the first part. And now the next part is like log on type. Now, which is very important, log on type are actually two things you should be focusing on. If the logon type is 3, if the logon type is 10. Now, what is that? Logon type 3 means it is actually called as network interactive. I'll just minimize it. Yeah, it is called as network interactive. If the logon type is 10, we call it as remote login. Okay. Now, what is network interactive? What is remote login? Remote login means somewhere who is actually trying to log in out of the network. When I say out of the network, that means we'll come back to the top when I was describing this network. When I say remote login, that means someone is out of the network trying to connect to this server. This is called as remote login. So if this is happening, you will get the logon type as 10. Okay, you'll get the logon as 10. Now, if you, so this is inside the network. Now if you are trying to connect to the internet from this to this server, this will also create a login, but the logon type would be 3. This is called as network interactive. That means you're inside the network. These two are very, very important. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any doubt? This is very, very important. Is this clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, good. Okay, so now we are trying to download this brute force.zip, which is you can able to download it. Here it is, should be here. So I kept it for labs, probably save it. And let us try to see what is it. So what is that? Can you analyze and attempted RDP brute force? Okay, just a sec, we will try to understand this. I will just come back in a moment. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, here it is. So what is RDP? Where is that machine? So I'm not going to solve it. You can look into it. I will just show you how you can do it. Uh, RDP is again remote desktop login. Okay. RDP protocol is actually 3389. Most of the attacks that are happening in the initial access can be like an RDP brute force. So I will show you what I'm trying to say. If you just see RDP brute force ransomware, I'm pretty much sure you will get something. Attack. It has been used lot many times. So you can see ransomware delivered using RDP brute force. So you can see. So whatever we are trying to do, it is very much essential. You need to understand. So this was back in 2021, but I think you can check the blog about RDP. That should help you up. Uh, where is my Thames? Yeah, here it is. So this is a blog which I have shown you. Yeah, any doubt? If you don't know about RDP, you can feel free to ask me now. Or what is brute force? Any other questions? Which no questions? All clear, everyone?
Sir, can you please explain about RDP once again?
RDP is nothing but remote desktop protocol. It is more like when you have the RDP port open, I can connect to your machine. Okay. If I know your username and password, that's how it is. Okay. It is meant to be a feature,
So,
but it has been abused. Clear?
so, sir, can I say
Hmm.
that it is similar to SSH or FTP?
SSH doesn't give you the GUI interface, right?
Yes, sir.
SSH just gives you the command shell. RDP gives you the GUI interface. Okay, it is not similar to FTP, but you can say similar to SSH. But you have the SSH login is always happening on clouds and servers where you have the Linux running. It is more like a command prompt access. Again, you can do all the things over there, but if you need the GUI interface as well, you have the RDP. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you.
Yep. So now I have actually downloaded this file. Let me see where it was. So I've just created a download file. I think I've given you the link as well. So I'll just click it. So there is a password attached to it. Okay. So BTL0. So I'll show you. So um, when you are doing unzipping in your host lab, first of all, make sure that it is not malicious. Now I can confirm this is just logs. This is not malicious. So I am trying to do that. See, can you analyze the logs from an attempted RDP brute force attack? Now what I was trying to say brute force and other things. Now it will try to make more sense. 7-zip. If you go to extract to, I have to give the password. I've given it and here it is. Okay. So this is the file. This is the readme. So basically they are telling that Blue Team Labs online platform only, unauthorized distribution is something, and then they are giving us something like that. So they're telling that it takes time for their effort. So please respect it. Okay. Like don't distribute it. So that's why not doing it. So here I already have the this is the event log. Okay, so if you, I think it should be opening with your yeah. So this is the event log file. Okay, this is the event log file which should be opening with your uh, this one. So here you can see, I think, do I have any filter current log? Or is it just one log? Oh, so here you can see all the details almost like, okay. So here you can see log on type 3, administrator. That means administrator log on type 3. That means remote, sorry, network interactive with the username in administrator. Okay. This is the first idea. Now we will try to open the Excel file. These are the logs. Probably I will try to wrap the text and everything. So here you can see the date and time when it was happening. You can see the keyword. So yeah, we have a lot of tools in here. So I will just try to tell you we have, so this or actually text time. Okay, so we have lot of tools in Windows as well which will actually give you similar kind of an output of the things. So if you're not interested into do the log analysis in event viewer, okay, obviously it is very difficult to do the log analysis over here using the event viewer. So you can use something very similar to like uh, chainsaw maybe. So if you just do chainsaw GitHub, it works. Okay, so I'll give you the link. uh, don't worry if you are not understanding, you can probably ask me the doubt of it, but this is actually like filtering out your event logs in a much easier way to read. Okay, so use it, try to use like all the repos and everything. It is very easy, it is given up. So now we will come to the event. Now since I have already explained you something, can you tell me does this looks like a brute force attack, yes or no? Tell me, or else you can actually do it simultaneously along with me. So you can see we have so many 4625 events, so that means it is actually a brute force attack, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Guys, you have the idea of like what are the event ID of the failing attempt, successful attempt, and all that things. Otherwise, you can ask him directly that questions also.
I have just explained them that.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, feel free to ask anything. Are you guys understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So based on this 4625 4624, which I have actually explained you this one over here, and the logon types, now we will try to understand. Okay, so let's try to understand how many audit failure events are there. Probably you can count that and give it. Okay, what is the local account that was being targeted? So how you can see that? Okay, over here, if you go to my Excel, I need the account name, right? Now the account name, if you just try to go a little bit side by side, you will get the account name. So this is my account name. If you see it properly, probably in the W thing, you get the account, right? What is the account, everyone? Where you're observing the brute force attack?
Administrator.
Correct. It is over here. If you see it properly, it is over here. The account name which is getting targeted, it is like administrator. Okay. So we will try to figure out like, okay, very important thing. Do they log it like from where the attack is happening? That should also be the IP address. Here you have it. Okay. So from where the attacks are actually happening, that IP is also very important because you should know from where the brute force attempt is happening. So just now when I told you about those network part and over here, so you need to find out whether it is a logon type 10 or logon type 3. If it is a logon type 3, that means someone inside your network. If you find out the IP address with logon type 3, probably you can get into that machine and you can figure it out. Okay, it is happening in this machine. So this is RDP. Probably this is coming from out of public. So maybe log on type 10 is what I am expecting. Let us just see. But here again it is log on type 3. That means again it is a network interactive. That means someone is inside the network doing this. Any doubt up to here? This is very important as a like this is a very much real life scenario. Even Pratik, do you agree to me? Like most of the attacks are happening with this brute force, right? So, oh, what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to wrap it up. Why it is not happening? Yeah. Oh, Priyanshu, sorry, I just forget your name, buddy, every time. Sorry for that. Yeah, Priyanshu, do you agree? This is very much real
Yeah,
life
I'm agree
scenario,
with
right?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you have any doubt now, feel free to ask me. So, can someone tell me what is the necessary thing what we will try to find out next from if you're trying to analyze these logs? What is the next thing that we are trying to analyze now? Can someone
I,
tell me that?
IP address of the source.
So you get the IP address of that host, that is log on type 3. Now you will go to that host. That is fine. What else you will try to find out from these logs?
If I am in place, then I will check the administrator logs, activities of that particular users and all
No,
that
no, no,
things.
no, no,
And
no, no. You are just having these logs, okay? Now we are seeing lot of 4625 events. What is the next event that you will try to probably look into it to confirm whether that that's a
4624
success?
successful. Like, is there any
4624.
successful outcome? Yep.
Correct. So we will try to figure out 4624. So I have already put into filter. So I will try to find out whether there is any 4624 events here or not. We can see that, right? 4624 events. I'll put into two. Okay. So yeah, there was a successful login. Okay. But again, you can read into it from where it is coming up, see whether it is an admin account or not. So you can see that the account name was something I told you, right? If it is a dollar, what was that?
System.
System. Even the logon type is 5. So do you need to consider it? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Correct. You don't have to consider it. So I think now you have understood, you have got an idea. I will probably want you guys to complete this room. You will uh, you will be, I think, it is a good room to be completed. So do I have it in the assignment part? Let me just see. Uh, Assignments. This is assignment. Okay, so this is the assignment for today. All these assignment, I will share it in again in OneDrive and I will show you. So brute force and everything. Any doubt up to here?
Sir, in that
Hmm.
report, there were 4, 6, events.
Yeah.
So, sir, if how to know that someone externally like logon 3 has been uh, logged in into the server.
Uh, like again, come back with your question.
सर
Hmm.
मतलब अभी जो आपने दिखाया अभी ये 3
Uh,
है तो ये ब्रूट
this
फोर्स
is four
अटैक
logs. Correct. This is four logs with successful login attempts. Yeah.
यस
Hmm.
सो
Then.
कैसे पता चलेगा कि ये सिस्टम में मतलब अभी ये 3 कैसे है आपने बोला ब्रूट फोर्स अटैक है तो एक
Hmm.
ही सक्सेसफुल लॉगिन से सर्वर
So,
में लॉगिन हो जाएंगे
uh, I will give you one more time the idea. Okay. So brute force attack means you're just trying to do trial and error, right?
यस
So let's say the admin the password is admin. Okay. And I have the ad username as 1 2 3. I will just put it into different places of this. If the combination is wrong, I will get 4625. If the combination is correct, I will get 4624. Correct?
हाँ
Now
सर
over here, you are getting 4624
I
events.
think I think Rohit, he is
Hmm.
asking like why we are getting the four entries. We should get the one entry of
यस
that successful. Correct, if
Oh,
I'm not
oh,
wrong.
is
Okay,
it?
यस
so
यस
it will be like if you. Okay, so I got your point. What you want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
ask?
I
So
will
it's
explain
like
it. Yeah. Go ahead, go ahead,
yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Rohit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so 4624 means it is like a successful login, right? It doesn't matter who is trying to log into the server. even if the attack is happening and even if I try to log in, okay, so I will try to give you the answer. Sorry for not understanding the question. So let's say the attack is happening on this particular box, okay? The attack is happening from an external. So you're getting 4625 event. But at the same time, legitimate users are also trying to log in. What will happen? This will all be 4624 events only, correct?
Yes, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
maybe that is the reason. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Any other doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
Priyansu, if you have something to add in it, you can add it.
Yeah, just want to let him know, like, then in that case, like, now we am getting the four entries. So my next step will be like the failed attempts from where I'm getting, correct? I will check the IP of that particular, suppose if that three, I think that failed attempts are 2000 failed attempts I'm seeing. Okay. So I will check the IPs of that particular failed attempts. Then the successful, you can say, like, there are four entries of that successful
So this is
4624,
the
correct?
IP.
So I will compare the, you can say, the pattern, and I will conclude then there are two successful attempts from different IPs also even. So it's not like it's a teamwork, you can say, brute force attack also. So like कैसे बोल रहा हूँ, एग्जाम्पल के लिए हम लोगों के केस में जब हम लोग अटैक करते हैं ना ब्रूट फोर्स, तो स्क्रिप्ट रन करते हैं अलग अलग सिस्टम से, ठीक है? तो उस केस में कैसा होता है कि एक टाइम पे 4 सिस्टम रन करके अटैक करते हैं। तो कई बार क्या होता है कि एक ही टाइम पे 2 आईपीज़ की अलग-अलग, लेकिन है दोनों ही सक्सेसफुल होगी मेरे। तो इसका कहने का मीनिंग ये है कि 4624 जो कनेक्शन, अभी तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन वैलिड था कि एक आया दिखना चाहिए था ना जब सक्सेसफुल हो रहा है तो, बट
Yes,
वैसे
sir.
नहीं होता है। कई बार केसेस में कैसा होता है कि ब्रूट फोर्स की जब स्क्रिप्ट रन होती है ना, तो अलग अलग सिस्टम से हम लोग रन करते हैं, ठीक है? तो उस केस में दो सिस्टम की एंट्रीज भी आ सकती हैं, जबकि अब नेक्स्ट स्टेप वही होता है कि इस केस में फिर हम कंपेयर करते हैं कि लेजिट वाली जो आईपी से भी हो सकता है। ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं उस पर्टिकुलर सर्वर पे लॉगिन डेली करता हूँ 6 बज के 7 मिनट पे, तो मैं उस टाइम पे मैं भी कर